Hello, this is Stampy, and welcome back to this strange landscape which which I've been exploring. This is another behind-the-scenes look at my sketchbook world. And if you didn't see the last episode, I recommend that you go and watch that first. And basically what it is I'm wandering around my sketchbook world, which is basically the world that I plan most of my lovely world videos in, and just showing you behind the scenes at some of the mini games that weren't to be, or things that have changed a lot over the time I was planning it, and sort of explain a little bit how I'm able to come up with my ideas and kind of the work that goes into it. So we kind of got to about here. Actually, this is going to be a good thing to show you. This is one of the biggest things, or maybe the biggest thing in my lovely world, which is the clock tower. And I spent ages coming up with the design for this clock tower. You can see that I think this was my first design here, and I did it and I was like, it just doesn't look good enough. And then I tried doing the brick here, and I was like, it looks okay, but it looks too much like Big Ben. I don't want it to look like Big Ben. And then I tried Never Brick for a while, which looked okay, but in the end I settled on this design, kind of this bottom half, as kind of the final version. And so as you can see, I kind of had to build quite a lot, because the thing is I would build a little bit, and from here I'd be like, it looks okay, but you can't really judge it unless you build it the entire way up. So I had to build it so many times, and I kind of kept changing the way the bottom was going to look as well. And I think there are different sizes as well. I think that one looks slightly bigger, and then I ended up making it, and I also had to make sure it fit in with my lovely world as well. And eventually I had this one, and I worked out my little clock shop inside of here, and then I did the big tower, and then I think I just built the top separate, just because I thought that would be easier. So you can see there's the tea shop inside of there, and then this top bit up here is just empty. But I think this is the same height. I think this is actually the height it ended up being inside of my lovely world, just so I could judge the height. So I didn't want it to be too tall, I didn't want it to be not tall enough, and so the only real way to kind of work out what it was going to be like was to build it all. So that's exactly what I had to do. And I think that I built this next to it because I knew this was very close to it, and I kind of wanted to see what they would look like together. Because that's something else I need to take into consideration, is not how good does something look, but how good is it going to look next to everything else that it's around. So that's something else that I had to put a lot of thought into. Here's the banana. So the banana was another easy one because, well, I planned all of the banana on the Vita version, and so a lot of these things that it looks like, oh, he built it first time, I didn't. I actually probably planned it on my Vita, and then I kind of just perfect it in this world, and then I also use this world to take screenshots. So before I record, I'll stand here and I'll take a screenshot of the banana, and then when I'm building, I can see exactly what it is that I need to do. And I think this is another case of overcomplicated redstone. Is there even redstone down here? Yeah, I think that. What's going on down here? Yeah, I think this redstone ended up being way simpler when I actually did it in my lovely world. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at all this. It was a mess. It was a mess, but I was able to fix it. And that's another case of something changing quite a lot when I ended up doing it in my lovely world. Here's the radio tower. You can see this is me just working out the antenna here and making all of that fit in. You can see me kind of planning a few different designs for it here, trying to do like the speaker designs. I'm not sure where any of this is. Oh no, that's not the speaker. I know this is Beat the Heat. Do you remember Beat the Heat? I love that game. This is the game where you need to kind of stand here and press buttons, and it fires fire out. And basically you need to try and put the fire out before it spreads, and then you've got to go and switch between pressing the buttons. And I want to do another version of that. I think I'm going to do a future version, and you can see that this is pretty much how the game ended up being, where you need to go and burn through the wall, and then there's some wall behind here that gets burned, which breaks the signal. But originally it was going to be like this. So there's a minecart that comes down here and spins around, and you can see that sets off the fire. And there was a horse in the way. And so yeah, originally I was going to have both players standing here putting out the fire next to each other, but then I realized it's twice as fun if you are the ones setting fire to the other person's thing. So that game changed quite drastically. And so even the one-off mini games that I do for the Employee of the Month games, they take quite a long time to work out as well. This is the Wiggly Worm game, and sadly this game doesn't work anymore. They changed the way that redstone works, and so sadly this game just simply does not work in my lovely world anymore. And so I don't know if they're going to change it back again, but for now it's kind of just sitting dormant, because I always liked that game, but I just can never play it because it doesn't work. But you can see the colors are a lot worse here. I think I ended up changing this all to green rather than black and white. This is the fire station. You can see that I kind of put it next to the police station because they are close together in the world. You can see me working out the fire trucks. Whoa, look how big the fire truck could have been. I ended up shrinking it down to this, but it could have ended up being this massive thing here. And I guess I was playing around with TNT. Oh look, I know this was from when I was trying to do the glitch where you look through the wall, which that glitch doesn't work either. So the Berry 2 game, once again, sadly that game just simply doesn't work anymore because they updated it and stopped it from working. This is the opticians, the IC opticians, and this is what it ended up being like. And I really like the idea of having the glasses and calling it IC. I just love the pun. So it was always going to be that, but that bit at the top, I spent a long time changing what that was going to look like, so you can kind of see me working out essentially different fonts and kind of different styles of writing. At first, I thought about using half slabs and stairs and all of these different things, and eventually, oh yeah, I also thought about having giant eyes as well for like IC, but in the end, I kind of just had a very simple block, and the reason for that is because it's right next to the clock. A lot of the time, you're looking directly down at it, and I just love the look of looking down at it like that. I thought it looked really cool. Right, where are we going? Are we going off track a bit here? I guess let's go in, so that's all the clock up there. Let's go around this way. Oh, because here's the UFO. A lot of you might recognize that if you've seen any of the episodes with my lunar friends. And looks like we're getting a little bit more recent now. So this is these are the pyramids for my temple trap game. You can see there's a few different designs. I think this might be the final one here. Yeah, looks like that might be the final one there. But I think originally it was going to be much bigger. Then I made it smaller. This is the clay oven, and I remember I kind of completely redesigned this one. I think this was the original one here, and then I ended up completely redesigning it to make it like this, and that was just because I needed to make it slightly bigger, and so I think I just had to do it one bit wider because I didn't like the look of. Oh yeah, I couldn't fit the bit in the middle there because this area has a direct middle. I can't have the clay oven directly in the middle here because it's like 2 blocks. You see that's kind of in between 2 blocks. So I had to completely rebuild the entire thing just to make that work. So that was a bit of a pain. I remember that was annoying me. So I was almost happy with that design. Then I realized I had to do the entire thing again. And I guess this... Oh, I know what this was. This was me working out how to make this work, because if you get an armor stand and set it on fire, it basically gets burnt. And so what I was trying to do is set it so it would kind of get set on fire, then put out, set on fire, and then put out, and then kind of keep alternating. And eventually I ended up working out a way so it would fit exactly in the middle, so it's in fire and in lava and water, and then that way it worked. So yeah, that's that there. What do we have? What's this? What is that? Oh, I know what this is. This is this game, which is called the Fashion Sense. It's called Fashion Sense. I'm really bad at remembering the name of my game. So yeah, so this is what Fashion Sense ended up being like. And the idea of this game is that there's some armor stands. Okay, they're not in there. Oh no, they'll be on this side, won't they? Yeah, there's some armor stands in there. And basically, they would have some random armor put on them. I think, let's see if this actually works. Yep, there we go, that works. So it would have some armor put on them, and then it would slide across. You would look at them when they go past this little gap here and try and remember which armor was on there. But originally, the armor stands were going to be in mine carts. So you can see here, there's the same kind of dispensers, and they were going to dispense it on a minecart, and then the minecart basically goes and picks them up. So if I kind of show you here, if I do that, oh no, not that, if I do this, sorry. Yeah, you can see the minecart picks it up. And so that was the original idea, but you couldn't see the shoes, and it was much more difficult to reset it. And so I built it all with these minecarts, and then eventually changed it to the water. You can see there's a few different designs here. You can see I was playing around with granite and stuff. Oh, Fashion Sense. that was probably what I often do is if I come up with an idea, I just write it down on a sign just so I don't forget. So that's probably when I came up with the idea for the name. So yeah, this is a much more simple design, probably with much less simple redstone. And then I kind of, oh yeah, then I was going to make it like a big closet at first, and so this was me trying to make it look like a big wardrobe or something, and then in the end I came up with the idea to make it look like that. This is this is a little secret, I guess, because this is for a video which hasn't come out yet. This is going to be a short Minecraft film that I'm making, a very short Minecraft film, and this is part of the set for that, and I'm not going to tell you any more about it because I don't want any spoilers. But yeah, keep a lookout for that. That's going to be on my main Stampy Longhead channel at some point in the future. So where have we got to now? This is one of my most recent games. As I'm recording this, I haven't actually made this video in my world yet. I'm assuming this video is going to come out kind of about the same time as I make this game. So this is another game where I designed it on the Vita. So all of my practicing and mock-ups were done on there. There's just this little bit left here, and then I actually did a video talking about this game as well, like its own video while I was planning it. So yeah, you can probably go and check that out if you want to see it. But let's keep wandering then, shall we? We've got the TV station here. What do we have down here? This is the Drop It game. You can see that there. You'll probably see a lot of me experimenting with minecarts and different things around here while I was trying to work out that mechanic. Lots of playing around with slime launchers as well. You can see me launching blocks around with that there. Another pyramid randomly here. You can see I kind of just fit things in wherever I can. Working out Harry's hut down there. There's the school. This is me working out different colors for the that slime bouncing game, whatever it's called. And then this is the berry game over here. These are a few more mini games for the Employee of the Month games. This is me working out the Whale of a Time game, which is sadly another game which no longer works. Basically, I can probably show you here because TNT launchers don't launch you very far anymore. So it actually works better now than it did, because it used to work really well. And then they made it so it didn't work at all. And now it works a little bit, but nowhere near as good as it used to. So they keep basically changing how well TNT launches you. So as you can see at the moment, it's not going to launch me particularly high. Yeah, look at that. Rubbish. And originally, it would launch you all the way over here. So that game sadly doesn't work anymore. But that was me working out that game, of course. It didn't really matter about the water. I basically kind of marked out the area that how big the lake was. I kind of just fit the inside of there. We have the Hotel of Dreams here. I don't know, I think we're getting a little bit back round to where we started. So let's go and dig in a little bit. Aha! This is me working out the... this is the dentist, the loose tooth dentist. And originally, because I knew I wanted to build out of mushrooms, because I hadn't done that yet. And so originally I was trying to use actual... mushrooms and kind of grow them and then break away everything behind here, and so then eventually I'd end up with a wall that has this design in. In the end I scrapped that and I ended up just using this part of the mushroom, but now you can just gather these as blocks. So in the future, I'm pretty sure you're going to see me building out of those mushrooms, because it's a block that I haven't really used yet. So I kind of try and use as many different blocks as I can. This is the Take the Tooth minigame. I think I ended up changing these colors, and I think the actual layouts of these puzzles are different in the actual one. You can see there's the easy, medium, and hard ones there. This is the I think it's the brick breaking game it's called, and this is pretty much exactly as it ended up in my actual world. This is the doggy hockey game. This is me working out. I think this is another one-off minigame for the Employee of the Month, because I don't remember it. You can see me working out all of the redstone down there. This is the Sharky Shark game, and this is a game that changed quite a lot. Like, I designed the entire game without a theme. Originally, it was just pulling a minecart around, and then eventually I came up with the idea of it being waves, and so I came up with this idea, and then I added the boats in, and I'm really happy with that game. This is definitely one of my favorite games that I've created to this date. And what do we have down here, then? I think this is Harriet's house here. I don't know what's in. I don't know what these giant blocks here are. Oh, this is Harrison's house. Because, of course, Harrison's house is inside of a giant cave. Yeah, instead of building under the ground, I kind of just built a cave. I kind of, once again, just worked out how much room I had and built that box, and then designed everything on the inside there. So what's this here? Oh, and then this is Harriet's hat shop as well, which is kind of the same thing here. So they're kind of nicely sitting next to each other, just there like that. What's going on here? I don't know. I'm not sure what all of these minecarts... Oh, actually, I do know what this is for. I think this is for the, Rule the Jewel game. I think I was trying to work that. Oh no, I lie. This is for the Switch game, which is over here, which is some of the most complicated redstone I've done. That was kind of working out this minecart track, and you can see that I kind of didn't even bother building the entire thing, because when I wanted to take the screenshots, I kind of needed to see all the redstone. So this was a very ambitious thing for me to try and build in a video, just because of how complicated it is. So you can see that there was lots and lots of trial and error before I ended up making it like it actually ended up being. And what do we have over here? I think this is this was a ride, actually. I like the idea of a ride, as if you're kind of getting pushed around in the water and you keep kind of dropping down. But in the end, it was just too difficult to work with the tides of the water. So I ended up scrapping that one, I think. What do we have down here? Oh, this is the bookshop here. I feel like I'm kind of getting back to areas that I've already shown in the last episode. Let's go and try and head in this way. Oh, this is a failed project. This was going to be for a magic shop. This was going to be for a like a magic potion shop, which I probably will still do at some point. It won't look like this, but I ended up taking this design and ended up making the my laundrette. I kind of took the shape, and I like that shape, like kind of the triangle, and I ended up doing my laundrette instead. So I wouldn't be surprised if you saw that somewhere. And oh, this was me actually planning my hotel of dreams, if you can believe it or not. I like the idea of having a hotel which has like one big elevator going up the middle, and then kind of like these boxes coming off the side which had different rooms in. And I still do like that idea, but I couldn't make it work. And in the end, I came up with the other idea. So I basically kind of scrapped that for now. But don't be surprised if you see a building with a similar shape like that, because like this is kind of the most final and complete versions that you're seeing everything. But I have a lot of ideas in my head, and I also have a big sketchbook which is full of different ideas as well. And so there's a lot of future things that I kind of know that I'm going to do, but I still have to work out. This is kind of an early version of doggy hockey, but before it became doggy hockey, it was going to be boat hockey, basically. So how does this redstone work? Let's press this. Let's see, is a boat going to come out? Oh, a boat just came flying out. So the idea was there's going to be a boat here, and you control it by standing on the boat. You can kind of see if you stand on the boat, you can move. And I think it actually used to move more than it did. So I was trying to make a kind of football hockey game, and I was playing around with boats. In the end, boats just simply didn't work, and so I used dogs instead. And this is the Sharky Shark game. You know, I told you that I kind of came up with the idea of the game before the theme. So this is kind of the original version, I think. So basically, the way it would work is we'd stand here and we'd have our fishing rods like this, and we'd basically have to go and try and pull them towards us, and it was basically going to be like a straight tug of war like this, and it ended up games would just last too quick and weren't that exciting. And oh, because I'm in creative, I just destroyed it. But yeah, you get the idea. I'd have pulled it towards me, it'd have got pushed there and turned the light on. So that was the initial idea. I ended up kind of completely scrapping it, and I think, personally, made it a lot better. So here we go. That is the waste place there. And I know what this is. This is me working out the the treadmill. You can see lots of redstone workings all the way around here. And is this actually working? Oh, I don't think it's it's all been destroyed for some reason. I don't know why. Let's go and let's place another bit of sand in here, and let's see if this is all going to start working. So this is another one which was very ambitious for me to try and do in my lovely world. But you can see that basically the sand and gravel gets pushed along, then gets pushed up twice and pushed across and drops back down. And all of these designs, they're all original. I always like trying to make all of my redstone and stuff original, and I'm not saying that no one's done anything like it before. I'm just saying that I don't look it up. I don't do research. I don't just search how to make a treadmill. I always try and do something new. I kind of want people kind of coming to my videos for ideas rather than me getting ideas from other people and then just changing them. I'm always trying to be as original as I can. Is very important to me. Here's the Rule the Jewel game, and you can see a bit of a mock-up of it here as well. You can see like these rows of glass, and kind of the way this track goes is very similar to if we just go and break our way down here. Down here you can see this is very similar to this. So that was that was kind of the original design before I ended up deciding on what it was going to look like. And is that everything? I don't know. I don't know if we've missed. I mean, I'm sure we've missed something. Like I haven't spoke about every single thing here, but I think this was hopefully a pretty good overview on the sketchbook world and kind of all of the different things that I have here. And so, as I've mentioned, this is kind of one of 3 of my sketchbook world. So I'm probably going to do another video soon on my old community world, which is the world where there's a lot more stuff underground. So it's much smaller, but there's a lot more just random stuff in it. there's less me working out things and more just random builds of things related to my lovely world and some of my other videos. So I'm probably going to do a video on that, and then hopefully a video on my on my Vita world at some point as well, just so you can see some of those things as well. So yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this video, and if you would like to see more videos of when I'm actually planning episodes, kind of just record it as I'm working things out and making these alterations, just to kind of explain a little bit more how I come up with ideas, and I don't know, maybe it would help you a little bit more in the future. So yeah, do let me know if you would like to see that. But I'm going to end the video where I started it in the first episode, in this little back corner down here. But yeah, that's the end of this episode. So stay tuned on this channel for hopefully more vlogs, videos like this, and of course lots more Let's Talks as well. But for now, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!